Hello, and thank you for joining me today to learn how to log into your Boys and Girls Club of King County Cornerstone employee profile. We're going to start today with any internet browser. It can be Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, whichever you prefer. In the URL, we're going to type bgckc.csod.com. This is our login page. For the email address, if you have a Positive Place email address assigned to you, you can go ahead and use that. If you don't, or you find you have issues with your email address logging in, go ahead and try your employee ID. Employee IDs are the first 4 letters of your last name and the first 2 letters of your first name. I'm going to go ahead and use my Positive Place email address because that's what I prefer. If you're really logging in for the first time, your password is going to be capital W welcome1, which I'll type in the email column just so you can have a visual. And so if you are using the welcome1, you'll have a couple of extra steps when you hit enter. It'll ask you to set up a couple of password reset questions. So in case you forget your password in the future, you have a way to reset it. And so here is the welcome page. It's a great way to find information that's going on within the organization countywide, communicate with your team, and see just what's going on. On the right-hand side, we have an internal job search widget. Most of our jobs are going to be posted internally and externally. So you'll see most jobs here. However, some jobs will be posted just internally because we're looking for somebody within Boys and Girls Club of King County already to step up into maybe a different role. And those would be listed only in this internal job search widget. You can search for certain words in here and click search. These jobs are also located over here in the Career Center. So if you click on that, I'm going to select Include Open Jobs. I'm not going to enter any parameters. And you'll see a nice list of what's happening currently in the organization. This list may change over time, so don't panic if something's here now that's not there when you go. I'm going to click back to the home, to the welcome. Under the internal job search widget, there's the referrals section. Referrals is really nice because you get to see the job title, where it's at, and then the refer job function. So if you click on that, it'll show you a full job description, what it looks like, and it'll also give you these referral options. Email, if you want to email it directly to somebody. Referrals, maybe you know somebody that you want the hiring manager to know about. As of right now, we're not using Search My Network, so don't worry about that one. And then you have Facebook and LinkedIn. So maybe you want to push it out to your personal page, or if you have a club page that you know of, go ahead and send it to those to increase any marketing that these jobs may get. And so that's our internal jobs. In the center here, we have our internal communication widgets. Action items are important for onboarding forms, for performance reviews, and other functions that will happen within Cornerstone. It'll be really easy to launch tasks right through this widget. Your tasks, that's kind of for your reference, for you and your direct team when you start building activities that you're doing in Cornerstone, and we'll get to that later in another training. Inboxes, it's just another way to communicate within Cornerstone about things that are going on within the system. And then on the left-hand side, we have our organizational updates. Feel free to send in any new photos that you have that you would want to see on the dashboard here. And we'd be happy to update this page regularly. Up at the top here, we have a list of tabs. Now, you probably will not see quite as many tabs. Everyone will have at least 2 or 3. Profile is going to be important, so I'll show you that one. This is where you kind of manage your personal information. Direct phone number, mobile number if you want that there, address. You have a summary that you can write about yourself here. Click the edit button. I love kids. I'm going to leave it at that. Interests. You can add something like maybe hiking is an interest. And then the My Team lets you see what your hierarchy is looking like. So you see your manager, yourself, any people that you may manage right in here. Feedback is nice. You can kind of give feedback about yourself, about other people on your team. It's a good way to communicate. Actions is similar to the Actions widget on the welcome page. So if you have onboarding paperwork, it will also be housed here as well. And you can launch it when there's something in here. Snapshot is where most paperwork and documents will be held and will come into play when we start doing performance reviews. So that's the welcome page and the profile and the internal career center. To learn anything else about Cornerstone, please look for additional training videos for recruiting, performance reviews, and generally getting around in Cornerstone.